Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth Scenes and Scents, and welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I am Liz Quinn, your certified Scentsy consultant. So today what I have for you is my friend swap with a lovely lady from Canada, and I'll be talking about that in just a minute, and just a small bar haul that I put in an order for a couple weeks ago, just some odds and ends that I wanted to not have to club, but I wanted to get a little bit more of them. So let's start off with my friend swap. So when I started my channel last October, those first few weeks that you are trying YouTube is a terrifying experience, and you're looking for that first genuine comment from someone somewhere to make it worthwhile, right? And so the first few that I got were definitely either robots or spammers or just things that were either inappropriate or discouraging. And I was also struggling with just how do I present myself? What am I supposed to be doing on here? And I did a not so awesome video on decorating my mantle for Thanksgiving, and I had not yet changed my haircut or any of that. And this wonderful woman named Linda, my dear friend Linda H., put the first sincere comment down on my channel, and I have loved the woman to death ever since. So I had been hearing her talking about how she had lost a club just because of the way that Scentsy procedure worked, and she became a consultant and she wasn't able to hold on to her club and all this. And we know as Scentsy people just what a heartbreak it is to lose a single bar that you love, let alone a whole bunch of them. So I had been kind of plotting and planning over time. I would really like to send Linda some bars, but I don't know how to just dig up information to send them to her, so I proposed a friend swap, and I really did want a particular bar that she had here, and there was one I didn't even dare ask her for that she gave me, which was such a joy to my heart. But because I was so grateful, we were supposed to just swap four, and I sent her a couple extras, but I think she loved it, and there is one here on this table that she sent me, which that could have been all she sent me, and I would just be so excited. So here are the bars that I got in our friend swap. The first one, which I specifically asked for, was Graham Cracker Crunch, because I did not put this in my club last year. I'm pretty sure it'll come back in the fall. I was kind of on the borderline about it until Robin H. also proposed a fantastic mix. A lot of people have great mixes out there of Graham Cracker Crunch and Sugared Strawberry, and now I'm totally hooked. So this is my bar from Linda, and I have already gotten a couple cubes out of it and done the mix, and it was so good. So thank you, Linda. So this is mostly just like a Graham Cracker Bakery smell, and it's very nice, but it doesn't last a long time in my house until you add that Sugared Strawberry, and then just magic happens for me. So this was the first bar. The next one is like my all-time, all-around favorite bar, and I can never have too much of this, and this is Cozy Chai. And this is just the most wonderful, almost like gingerbread scent. It's got the smoothness from the milk part of like a chai latte, and then all those spices, and when you melt this, oh, it just makes your house smell like a hug. It's so good. So I was absolutely tickled pink to get more of this, because there are a couple bars that I either have a lot of or they're in my club, and when people come over, they can smell them, and if they're retired, I'm the kind of person that as long as it's not my last bar of something, I'll just give it to you. So I am permanently loaning or giving these, well, you can't loan them, giving these things away to people, and I don't have a lot left. I do that with toasted marshmallow too. Right now I've only got one. So now the next one I didn't dare ask for, and I don't have it in my club, and I kind of regretted pulling it a couple years ago, and that is Pacific Sandalwood. And wow, is this an amazing bar. This is a magical bar of just so many components that you can't describe. It's kind of a low-level performer, which is why I took it out of my club, and I shouldn't have. Oh, but it's so beautiful. So it's got sort of this marshmallowy quality and this sandalwood and this sweetness and this almost smokiness, not in a bonfire way, but just this little hint of smokiness, and it rolls through the room, and it's so relaxing and just amazing. So I was so excited that she offered this one to me. And then the grand finale of my friend swap. And I don't even know if Miss Linda has more of these for backup. So Miss Linda, thank you so much for giving me my beloved Cozy Fireside, which I lost taking a gamble, which I never do, and she sent me a whole bar of Cozy Fireside. So now this Christmas, I will not feel guilty about melting this whole thing, because it was a gift from a very dear friend in Scentsy Land. So Thank you so much, Miss Linda, and I hope you enjoy your bars. And yes, I stressed her out because I've never sent a package internationally. And when I went went to UPS, these people, instead of being like, "Oh, honey, that's wonderful. I think it's just a great idea," they're like, "Honey, do you understand that this could get lost? It could be returned to you at double the charge. It could be sent to customs and never returned." And I'm like, "I just want to send these bars to my friend in Canada." And it was a tough week anyway, and then I didn't have her phone number, and oh my gosh, it was a lot of stress on me. So unfortunately that ended up on her in my text, and she's so just calm and cool. And I have to tell you, if you have not subscribed to Linda H's channel, I would totally recommend that you go there. She's such a wonderful, like, mother bear type, and she's so calming, and she's just so kind. So anyway, that is all I can say about my friend swap. It was fantastic. The bars finally got to her because mine were definitely later than hers coming to me, and I'm so grateful, especially for my cozy fireside. So thank you so much, Linda. Now I have just a little box of a few bars, almost kind of like a grocery list of bars that I wanted to pick up. So let's see what I've got in the box. Now, I have two in here for my older daughter who likes the scents that I don't most of the time. And that is a double order of Chase Rainbows Green. Now, I didn't hate the Chase Rainbows collection, but I by no means loved it, and I did not put any of them in my club. But my older daughter really wanted this one because it reminded her a little bit of apple parsley from last spring, and that's fair, so she melts so little wax too. She'll put like 2 cubes in a whole week because she forgets to change it. So that is hers. I think that has cactus blossom and kiwi and green apple, so it's a nice fresh tart scent. It just wasn't one that I loved so much that I felt like it was worth sticking in my club. So then another couple that are in here where I just want an extra bar to probably tuck away, even though I know it's only May. Do you guys realize by the middle of May, we only have all of June and all of July after May to be working with this current catalog? So I'm already kind of thinking ahead to what do I want to put away in a stash for next season if it doesn't come back but I don't want to club it. So one of those would be Lavender Cotton, and this is a beautiful scent if you're not a hardcore laundry person and you just kind of want that fresh cottony dryer sheet smell. So this, I think, has daisies and lavender, and Robin H. just did a wonderful wax war on a bunch of lavenders, so she talked about this a lot. I think it was last week. It's a very strong performer. It's definitely something that you want to put in an open concept space, or maybe somewhere like a laundry room or a space where you want a clean smell. It's not so much a restful lavender. All right, another one is Iridescent Pearl. Now, this is quite light, and this will just go in my bedroom, but I had not really loved this a couple years ago and hadn't melted it in quite a while. I ordered one more bar this spring just to try it as kind of a last hurrah. And there is a note in here that brings me back to my childhood. This smells like mango and apple blossom and water lotus, but I grew up on a beautiful lake here in Michigan. My parents have a beautiful house, and I can actually see their back deck from my front room. By the way, we live on a busy road kind of across the street, and they're on a channel, but I would go paddle boating all the time as a kid, and then I loved to draw, so I would sit in the swamp. We had this swampy area down our horseshoe-shaped canal, and I would bury myself in the water lilies and watch the water striders and all of the birds and the fish and the turtles and everything. This smells like those wonderful green stems and lily pads of the water lilies. So it sort of just transports me to the sunshine and the fresh air and just sitting there as like a preteen, especially when you don't know what to do with yourself in life. And I would always find it so soothing to go out on the paddle boat and just sit and reflect and draw and doodle, and have always been one of those people where if life just gets to be too much, I need time either in nature or in a quiet place to read with my cup of tea, and then things just seem to get better. So that is a very happy memory. And I got another Sun-Soaked Petals because I know this is not super popular, but I love it. And it's so strong, I only go through like 1 bar a year, so this will do me for next year. And that one is Watermint and Currant and Daffodils, and I should actually put some of that in today or tomorrow because we finally have beautiful May weather with the daffodils out and the tulips coming up. So those are some of the bars. The next one, which I'm not going to be saving, I might you guys will laugh because if you watched my January review, I hated this. I might club this. This is Summer Moonlight. So this one's gone from I can't stand it to good enough that I'm considering clubbing it. That's crazy. Oh, it's so nice. So this has sandalwood and strawberries and sweet pea. You're going to see this in my What I've Been Warming This Week video. Oh, it's so good. So I just needed some more. Kind of a medium to light level performer. Okay, now I got a 3-pack of licensed bars because I do have Dumbo in my club because this does not come back often, but I wanted extra. I put it, I think, in my quarterly club, so I won't get that many in a year. And I can see this being another one of those bars where people will come over and say, oh, I love that smell, and I give them one. So let's have some extras, you think? So Dumbo is like creamy peach and mango and orange and vanilla, and it's like a wonderful scoop of sorbet or sherbet. With creaminess in the background. So happy. And I love to melt that one in alternating warmers with oats and honey, and it makes almost like a really gentle summer fruit crumble smell. Okay, then the Mandalorian, which is also in my club, at least for now, because I've regretted not clubbing it in the past because I'll kind of run out in between promotions when they will bring it back. This is so good. I've been melting this a lot this last week too. So this, I just looked up the notes as a refresher. This has geranium. It's got eucalyptus, it's got mint, and it has a little bit of orange. And it is beautiful. It just reminds me of a soft, fresh herb garden. Like you go outside and you're brushing your hands over all of the herbs and the marigolds and everything and kind of picking things to put into maybe a salad or something for summer dinner. Oh, beautiful scent. And this one I have not yet melted. This is Ariel Under the Sea. And I'm kind of funny about my licensed bars. I know that there are 2 Ariel bars that are being promoted right now. I like having a bar now and then that I have not smelled and it's been around a while. So I'm not going to get Kiss the Girl this particular round. It'll come back at some point, I'm pretty sure. But this one I passed up several years ago when they did the 4 Princess collection. I'm like, it's time for me to try the Ariel bar. And I also tried the Cinderella bar from a couple months ago, and that's in my club. It's fantastic. It's very light. But this one has blue hibiscus, green apple, and emerald waters. And I think I'm really going to like it. Actually, I think that on a particular day where you do Iridescent Pearl and Ariel, that would be a beautiful aquatic kind of a scent in your home. And Robin H. has a adorable little daughter who calls Iridescent Pearl the mermaid scent. So we should really put these two together. So that is Ariel Under the Sea. So I'll have to get back to you on how this melts. I'll probably start putting this in the warmers this next week for What I've Been Warming videos. So that is all that I have for you at the moment. And again, thank you so much, Linda. I'm sorry I was a little bit of a stressor, but I am a woman of my word, and I was so worried that you wouldn't receive your bars, and I hope that you love them as much as I love mine, and I know that especially at Christmas time that I will be thinking of you as I melt my beloved Cozy Fireside. Have a great day, guys. Supposedly this afternoon my summer collection bars will be getting here, so I will get that up as soon as I possibly can in a video. Bye-bye.